Recently, we had a Prime Day. It wasn't that great, but I did get some stuff. So I got a bunch of Warner Brothers archive. I always wait for them to go on sale. I know, they really want you to buy them when they first come out, but I'm unfortunately on a budget, and so I wait for it to slightly get discounted. Because we had the sale recently, we did have some Warner archive, not a lot, but we did, and also we had they did have a little bit of an earlier sale as well, with only a few ones that I didn't have. So, as you know, I'm a huge, massive Warner Archive fan. They do so much great work, and it's even better that they love us all enough in the world to make it all region free. So I really do appreciate that. And so, anyway, I got a bunch of movies that I'd been really hoping for discount. Some of them weren't actually discounted. They may have had a 10% off or something. I got those as well. In this video, I've decided to put them all together, all the Warner Archive movies that I've collected together. Anyway, first of all is a four horror movie collection. It's actually got Bowie in it as well. So in The Hunger movie actually comes with an audio commentary with Susan Sarandon and Tony Scott, who is no longer with us. Yeah, so that's the only extra on this one. But yeah, it comes with Wolfen, The Hunger, Innocent Blood, and Body Snatchers. I was really looking forward to Body Snatchers, and I started watching it, and I was like, wow, this looks really cheap. It looks like a Larry Cohen movie. Oh wait, it was produced by Larry Cohen. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna hold off on these. I might watch some other movies before I get into these again. Next up is one that my friend Dan Hadley from Type 40 would absolutely when I told him I had this, he didn't believe me. But it is Carl Weathers in Action Jackson. Now, I was a little bit upset with this one because I was expecting the American cover, but they actually sent me the one from the UK rather than the American version. It's fine. I don't like that cover. I think it's a bit shit, really. They've really put the focus on Sharon Stone, and the other cover didn't have that. So, yeah, okay. So yeah, I am looking forward to this. It's a nice little actioner. Didn't get the love that it really deserved back in 1988, I think it was, and it's only an hour and a half movie, so just a little bit of your time, and it is well worth it. Yeah, so it is well worth it. So I got that one as well, even though it's from the UK. It's fine. It's the same transfer and everything. Next one is Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren in Showdown in Little Tokyo, and it is another actioner. Where they did a double up. This is pretty much when Brandon Lee was starting to really hit action status. Like, he was getting into big movies. This was, of course, before The Crow. So be a bit worrying if it was after The Crow. But yeah, this is when he was just starting to get to his peak in action, and it's a nice little movie. Looking forward to it. I think this is another 90-minute movie. Oh, yeah, it's an 80-minute movie, so it's not going to take much of your time. And it's action. Come on, who doesn't love an action film? We really, really need it nowadays. This one's not so much an action, it's more of a comedy, and it is My Blue Heaven, with Steve Martin and Rick Moranis, who I absolutely loved in Gravedale High. If you've ever seen that cartoon, it's fantastic. I love it. The theme tune's awesome. One of Hanna-Barbera's great late cartoons. So yeah, this one's about. It was a really odd one when it first came out, because it didn't like Steve Martin's character didn't really suit what the character was. He's a mafia He's in hiding for as a witness in witness protection, and Rick Moranis plays an FBI agent. So it's really really strange, but it's a comedy, and it's not too bad at all. Not too fussed. Don't expect belly laughs, but it's well worth your time. I think this one's only like 95 minutes, so it's another short one. Fantastic. Always love those short movies. From a short movie to a fairly long one, and that is The Great Race with Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon and the beautiful Natalie Wood. Oh, man, if only we knew what happened on that boat. Anyway, so this is a 3-hour slog. It's a long one. This is what Wacky Races was pretty much based on. And of course, they made the other movie, The Magnificent Men in Their Flying Machines, was pretty much a rip-off of this one. But, you know, they're both great movies. So, yeah, really looking forward to this. This one, I'm going to have to put aside some time to actually watch it. But with Warner Archives, their stuff is always spectacular. Just you know, I've seen grainy DVDs of this, and it's been on television, and TV version hasn't exactly been the best looking either. So this will be fantastic to watch in widescreen as well, because I do like The Great Race. So into animation now, and we have Daffy Duck's Quackbusters, which is an anthology of, you know, classic cartoons and everything, all interspersed with brand new animation. And that this was made in the very late 80s, of course, to go on the whole bandwagon of Ghostbusters and all this. So it has some, you know, scary elements and so forth. Not for the kids, of course. It's great for the kids, and, you know, it doesn't preach to them or anything, which is what we need nowadays. So, yeah, so this can't wait to get into this. I haven't actually seen this. I always do love watching the new Warner Brothers cartoons being remastered and reinvigorated. So, yeah, you have to get this. So it's really, really cool. Can't wait to watch this one either. Next up is Tom and Jerry. This is the complete series, so it's not a part one or anything, whereas they have the previous ones are all part one, part two from the old MGM cartoons. This is, of course, you know, Tom and Jerry, and it is the Cinescope collection. Great little cartoons. It has Tuffy in it. I love Tuffy to pieces. So, yeah, it's 23 shorts plus 3 bonus cartoons, and of course it's Warner, so it's really nice transfers. Next up is a TV series that once I heard it was announced, I thought I have to get this. I really hoped for Prime Day that it had actually been reduced in price, but it hadn't. So I just bit the bullet and got it, because I was like, I grew up on Magilla Gorilla Show. They have restored this to the original broadcast Magilla Gorilla Show. So it has the original advert inserts from Ideal, which was a toy company back in the day, and they've all pretty much just all put it back in there, and it apparently looks stunning. I cannot wait to watch this. This holds so many wonderful memories for me, because when this was being shown on afternoon television after school, I used to have to go to a stranger's house to be babysat. And unfortunately, I didn't have the best time there. It was pretty harrowing. And when Magilla and also Flipper, actually, I had the two on together. When those two were on, I sort of just drifted away into another fantasy land. It was fantastic. It really was. And so I'll always be grateful to Magilla Gorilla for that. Lastly, is a DVD, believe it or not. But it is Warner Archive. And you may or may not know of this infamous special, but it is, of course, Legends of the Superheroes. Now, if you are a big Batman 1966 fan, you will love this movie. It's great. It's made in the 70s. I think it's 95 minutes long. It's kind of cool back in the day because they used a lot of superheroes that weren't utilized at the time. Like, you know, you have Green Lantern and you have Hawkman, who looks like a duck. It was really, really corny, and it's really bad. So it has Captain Marvel in it as well. That's Shazam, by the way. And it's it's quite interesting. So they it's bad, okay? It's awful. You may find it on YouTube, bits and pieces of it, maybe. But yeah, I thought I have to get this on DVD. And so when I first heard about this, it was in a magazine called Comic Scene, and they have a like I'll read it to you, but it's like this is literally what I read. Heroes and villains of DC Comics square off in the two-part live-action made-for-TV with a laugh track Smackdown of Legends of the Superheroes. The Challenge, Batman and Robin, Adam West and Burt Ward of the live-action Batman TV series lead the Flash, Green Lantern and more JLA members against the Riddler, who's again played by Frank Gorshin. And he is probably the best highlight out of this whole movie. There's this weird thing where he's like playing a psychiatrist, and it's just really, really strange and odd. But he's fantastic in this, and of course it also has like the villains as well. So just besides the Riddler, it has Mordru, who was in I think it was Captain Marvel, and the Weather Wizard, and other Doom dealers. The Legion's ultimate gambit trick the heroes into downing a diabolical depowering drink. Well, Batman and that don't need a depowering drink because they're just humans. Anyway, we won't go there. But of course, this also has a roast. You know those old Dean Martin roasts they used to have? Yeah, so this has got a roast in it too, with the roast of the superheroes. And poking fun beats swapping punches when celebrity host Ed McMahon MCs a rowdy rave-up. Who knew DC superheroes and villains packed as much verbal wit as physical grit when not locked in mortal combat? These legends will leave you laughing. So yeah, don't expect anything serious with this. But there's even a superhero that's called Old Man or something. It's really, really strange. It's an odd movie. If you're a fan of Batman from the 1966, you're going to really love this because it's sort of like an unseen Batman, but it's just slightly hokey because it was made in the 70s as well, and obviously Adam West needed the money, so he reprised his role. And also it's always really irked me with this because like his cowl is not on properly. It just looks really, really, it looks a lot cheaper than the Batman 1966 series, to be honest. Like it was a shoestring. Like I would say it was also video quality. So you're looking at probably say something like, it's sort of like the budget of Doctor Who, but they've got all these great. Oh, it has, so of course it has Black Canary in it, played by an actress we don't know. And it has Solomon Grundy makes his debut in this live action. Solomon Grundy, played by Ted Cassidy, who also played Lurch in the Addams Family. So this is really, really cool, and hopefully it just take it with a grain of salt as for how good it is, because it's not that great. It's as cheap can come, but it's well worth your time if you are a Batman Adam West fan. So that's pretty much it for my pickups for the last couple of weeks during Prime Day and a little bit in between, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really does help me out. And who am I? I'm Matt Pot, and I'll see you next time.